it says something about my interest in what's going on with the story and wanting to actually see the rest of this main story through. That it's approaching 3 a.m. and I'm still wanting to keep going. Because I'm just like... I feel like the story is getting a bit more interesting for me now. Like, the first couple of zones were fine. This was the zone I was looking most forward to because I was wondering about how this was going to go. And I was kind of hoping and suspecting that maybe this was the direction it was going to go. As in, this feels like it's becoming a more political story. Think about this. We're playing politics right now because we are doing negotiating and gaining allies and such with these 3 individuals that are looking to work against the Queen, but we have to kind of like do favors for them. It's politics. This seems to be like they wanted this to be a political story, which I'm all down for. The idea of this, of like working alongside these factions and gaining their favor and such to work alongside this while we're trying to infiltrate this whole city. I mean, look, the City of Threads has its own entire map. Like, there's the Aj-Kahet map. And then there's the map just for the City of Threads. Like, there's an upper level here where, of course, the palace, the raid is. The 2 dungeons, the City of Threads, and Arakara, the City of Echoes, are here. And then there's the lower map, which is down here. Like, this feels like this is the area they really wanted to nail down, and I'm not surprised. This is the Nerubians. They had to get this right.
We will not allow Xalatath to triumph.
I wish we could sit down and catch each other up properly, but as always, time is never on our side. But what happened to you? How'd you get here? When the Nerubians dragged me away, I thought I was done for. But instead of being taken to a prison, I was brought here, to Executor Nizrek. He wished to exchange words, not blows. And in doing so, I've learned that this city and its inhabitants are in dire need of aid. These are not monsters. They need our help. I realize how strange this all sounds, but I speak the truth.
I do what I can.
Now the thing is, any of us who looked into the Nerubians and their culture and such back in Wrath kind of know this. But it's good to know that perhaps this is going to get re-emphasized to the player base, at least if they're paying attention, and read the quest text and such. If they're actually paying attention, that they'll realize that the Nerubians are not just horrible monsters.
Inspire others to do better.
It surprises me little to see that you have made allies amongst the Kahedi, and yes, I'm alive and well. Not too much of a shock, I hope.
Everyone deserves a chance. Together, we will be victorious.
I sent these invitations to you and Illyria both. I'd have bet my father's sword that you wouldn't let such a unique opportunity pass you by. It's what sets you apart from us all. Illyria, however, never mind. She's as cautious as she is assertive. I suppose I was hoping for the latter, but it's the former that's kept her alive. Perhaps she'll find us later on. For now, it's time that you and my new acquaintance properly met.
I do. Executor Nizrek is one of Queen Ansarek's closest confidants.
Or so she surmises.
Well, that's good to know. Executor?
You're going to be interesting.
Or would you prefer I call you Vizier? I understand that you have not only entered into an alliance with the Weaver, but that you've also parlayed with our famed General Anubazal as well. If I were to commit my own resources, we 3 elderly Nerubians would make quite the formidable triumvirate. The players on the board are set. Now tell me, what game do they wish to play? The Weaver wants to take out Xalatath and free Queen Ansarek from her influence.
Their time is short. Here are pheromones that will allow you into the bazaar. Apply them.
Okay.
Xalatath is a problem, to be certain, but the Queen is not being influenced. She has made a choice she believes in.
Back away from him, creature! Now!
Listen to me and lower your bow. He's an ally.
An ally? Dalaran fell because of them!
Illyria, we can end this war. But not if you loose that arrow.
Fine. But you best have a good explanation for this.
I will help anyone in need. Inspire others to do better.
Keep your voice down.
Quite the entrance. I should replicate it at the next cabinet meeting. Perhaps we should give them a private moment. Whilst we let them have it, would you hear out a small request of mine?
Ta-ta.
We called you here today because it is Ascendance Day. Queen Ansurek has deigned declare it a day to revel in our newfound void-infused evolution, our ascendance. Please note my satirical nuance. While the streets are alive with festivity and joyous citizens, the shadecasters planted through the bazaar will be drowning the air with Ansurek's vile propaganda. Take this invention of mine, and use it to overwrite them with more illuminating information for the public. Which will give me a... Your damaging and healing has a chance to activate your manipulator, increasing your high secondary stat by a lot for 10 seconds.
Kahet will thrive.
I know I can help.
Inviting Illyria was a risk, but even at this moment, I feel it was worth taking. I know it was. I will speak with her on my own. In the meantime, I'd like you to venture into the city above. The pheromones that Nizrek gifted you will allow you access into the Umbral Bazaar. Observe the merchants, listen to the conversations, purchase their goods. This city is as vibrant as Stormwind, and its people are as worthy of freeing from abuse as our own. Experience for yourself how similar we all are. I love that this is an approach they're taking, and they're helping with Anduin kind of like showcase this.
Together, we will be victorious. Go see who the Nerubians really are. You'll be surprised. We'll meet up with you later.
Now hold on a second. I want to listen to this.
All right, Anduin. Talk.
I don't expect you to understand. But I just... In that moment, with the airship...
You hear the music?
Some part of me thought that would be enough for the light to shine on me again. That maybe if I did what my father... But the light didn't come. I found myself here instead.
His actions impressed me so much that I simply had to redirect his prison transport.
Farron told me I needed to get out of my head about everything. I think she was right. Maybe the light hasn't returned to me, but this is what I'm best at.
Allying with monsters?
Helping people. I'm not going to let Xalatath ruin a civilization, no matter how monstrous it appears.
And you feel unworthy of the light. I still don't trust these Nerubians, but I trust you. And that's enough for now.
You see what I mean about the music? The callback of that music being used when he went to the Tomb of Sargeras and saw the vision of Varian. They're constantly using this music for callbacks to those moments for Anduin. Now hold on, is that? No, that's not. So what is that? That's interesting. By the way, can I just say my initial impression of Nizrek is really high. I really love characters with that kind of personality. He impressed me so much that I just simply had to redirect his prison transport and talk with him. It's like I just simply had to have a discussion with him. I just found the way he acted just far too interesting. Now, hold on a second. So, yeah, lots of guards. Assistants and such. All of them are hostile because, of course, I don't have the right pheromones. This is one of the reasons why the whole thing about us getting the... That's interesting. That merchant is just orange. About us getting the Queen's pheromones is going to possibly allow us to actually have a shot at just going around the city being, you know, freely, where they won't actually attack us. So yeah, notice that some of these are actually like just vendors, just merchants. But we can't do anything about it right now because we don't have the right pheromones. We have to get those so that way they don't attack us on sight. Hi, PapaNeeks, is it you? From Zerla Cavern? Do you remember me? Mr. Sunflower? How's Ralph doing? Ralph had a brief relapse after his session with the group in Zerla Caverns, but we don't ask for perfection. He's a better version of himself today, and I'm very proud of him. More importantly, I know he is proud of himself, too. That's great! Happy greetings! It's so nice to see you again. This is my new tea room and therapy space. It's a safe place for everyone. You helped Ralph before, and I wonder if you might be willing to help another patient of mine. Vizier is deathly afraid of creatures with fewer limbs. I think it's grown into a deep phobia of dismemberment. I'm trying to get to the bottom of this diagnosis. Would you be willing to speak to him and demonstrate that you, who does not have 8 limbs, are not so terrifying after all? Of course. Wonderful. Come this way. Use your most friendly voice, if you please. Hi, Vizier. Sorry. No, please. Where are your limbs? Who tore off your legs? Please, don't come any closer. There's no need to hide. No, get away. It's all right, Vizier. PapaNeeks is nice. Oh dear, this is too much for him. Drink the threat-reducing potion from my tea table. Let's see if that makes you less frightening. I'm sorry, you have a threat-reducing potion? It strikes me. That's great, I'm so tiny now. Hi!
State your purpose.
I am tiny now. Is this better? I'm a gnome now.
Much will you wonder.
No, your limbs. Where are they? No, leave me alone. Wait. Goodness me, that didn't help. That didn't help, did it? Let's follow and make sure that he's alright. Vizier, come back here! Come back!
Skills preservers.
No. He'll break my legs again if I speak of this. Tell us what's going on, Viaz. Viazel. Or Vi. Viaz? Viazel? Nah.
Farewell.
It's my superior, Vekix. Ever since he ascended, he has become brutal. If we're too slow, he breaks our limbs. Sometimes he even pulls them off. Oh dear. Oh dear, this is so much worse than I had originally diagnosed.
Are you lost in the dark?
Viazel has undergone a level of torture that I was unaware of. We cannot help Vi with his fear until Vi is actually safe. Take a look at this guy. This is what the Ascended look like. Whenever possible, I advocate friendship, recovery, and reconciliation. I ask others to act with compassion and empathy. Everyone deserves a chance to recover. I dedicate my life to this. But hearing and seeing what is happening to Viazel, I think I've changed my mind. Enough is enough. We must act. So, we're gonna get casual with this, and we're gonna get more general reputation. Dreadnoughts will see to your problem, Vi. I'll stay with you. I promise you will be safe. Hold on. Hello? Don't mind me.
I'm out of range.
A tanning mallet. Hold on. The Vizier's invitation. Greetings, Dreadnoughts. I've received word... Oh gosh, hold on. Don't come near me. I've received word of your exploits in this fair land of ours, as well as your recent treaties with the individuals known as the Weaver and the General. I believe that it is now my turn. Come to the burrows in the City of Threads. I understand that you've acquired pheromones from a new bazaar. Those should be adequate enough to provide you umbrage in said burrows, but nowhere else. I'll provide you something more substantial than that should we come to a pact during our conference. Oh, if you're still uncertain of our meeting, then just know that I've got information on your lost lordling of Stormwind. You're not likely to learn of it elsewhere. Had I read that before we gone to see him, I would have been like, oh, he knows about Anduin. Gosh, I feel like I'm back in Suramar. If I get too close to the guards, if they say, an illusion, what are you hiding? I'm just gonna be like, really, Blizzard?
Ascension! Reserved only for the most loyal. The purest form of our evolution. Purest form? Ask yourselves, do the Ascended appear Nerubian to you? The Queen's word shall not be silenced!
Oh! Hello, gentlemen. I'm sorry, did you not like the presentation? Well, too bad. That's a big guard over there. I love how tense and creepy the music is here. Dun, 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 dun. I would not be surprised in the slightest if I found out that Blizzard spent the most time on this zone than any other in this expansion. And in my opinion, that would be a good thing. I would be happy about that. Hello? Hello there.
Do you have business here? Go then.
Alright. Putting off. I got sidetracked to one side quest here, just because it's Mr. Flower. Otherwise, we're going to try and stick with the main story.
Our borders with their airships. We must show them the venom of Ashkahet. Queen Neferis boldly shielded our people against any threat we faced. Will Onsarek do the same?
Huh. Look who's here. Also, I love that it's a vision of that boss from Nyalotha. That's kind of great. Hello?
Hi!
Me? Why? You're odd. I've never seen you before. I just want to look inside. Doesn't matter. Mies doesn't allow anyone without an invitation. Before you ask, no, you are not invited. Could I just... Okay, fine.
Goodbye!
I have a feeling if I had kept pursuing that, it could have gotten bad. Possibly. It pains me to do this, but it's the only way that you seem to learn your lessons. Forgive us! We're sorry, we don't want to cause you pain. I'll rip you limb from limb! You're done ripping the limbs off Nerubians. Little legs. Ow! You guys will be alright now. Don't mind me, citizens. Though a cold, dark mark may stain our hearts in the grief for our late Queen Nephirus' passing, from our newly elevated Queen Ansurek, beloved daughter Nephirus, a gloriously warm fire makes its home anew to comfort us. May her reign oversee the splendor of our children for eons to come. Got people spreading propaganda in her favor throughout the city. I see how they're going about this. Hello?
Overcrawler.
Teaches you how to craft the Dark Moon Duffel. That's for inscriptors. Gotcha. Parchment. I see. Freshwater.
I will be watching.
I think some stuff requires that. I think. I gotta go inside here, don't I?
We will wipe out the invaders from above, no matter what it... Are the old ones truly gone? Or do agents of the Void continue to manipulate us today?
Isn't that a fascinating question? Is that new thread ready yet? Yes, Silkswooner. Arrived from the factories in Rakahat this morning. Then untangle your legs and throw it on the middle. This warping won't stay hot forever. Yes, Silkswooner. Right away, Silkswooner. Don't drop the pace! Another wave of ascended troops are loading up for tomorrow's incursion. Yes, Silkswooner.
You have questions.
Hello?
I know answers.
I don't need to see that trainer, but Dharma does. And I'm sure she will soon. Let's see here. Excuse me. Logs. Closing early, so get your logs now. Closing early? Wait, you're closing early? Won't get a good spot in the hollows for the Queen's Ascendance Day speech. Ah! Then give me 3 beetle legs, a larva log, and a pair of Terros. Order up, Yagi. Quick fry a jumbo stick, a log, and 3 bee legs all day. critter kebab. Freshly webbed kebab. Everything on a stick. Eh.
Oh, see you soon.
Stick cook.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello. I love the way that they say that. Oh, hello. Pet Battle Master.
What?
Organic pet food?
Oh, hello.
As you can see, we have quite a variety, many procured from our very own Rak-Ush Ranch to the east. Feel free to peruse the store. The little critters are friendly enough to feed yourself. I'm legally obliged to inform you that we are not liable for any lost appendages, no matter the size or number. There's a jewel crafting trainer there. And if you wanted, you could actually bind your Hearthstone just right over here. The Skittering Lounge. Hello.
Interested in the unusual?
Pep in your step. Restores mana over 20 seconds. After drinking this, you will gain speed and the ability to walk on water for 10 minutes. Really? That's actually quite funny.
It's Kataj.
Huh. I wonder how useful that's going to be and how many people are going to use that. Alright, so let's go see Mr. Flower. Or Mr. Sunflower, excuse me. These ascendant Nerubians have been mutated beyond empathy or community. It pains me, but I must focus on those that can be saved, like Viazel. It's over, Vi. Vekix can't hurt you anymore. Is he really gone? I don't know how to feel. I'm relieved, but also saddened. Take some time, whatever you need. Come talk again when you're ready. I will, Mr. Sunflower. I am sorry I asked you to do murder, but I think it was necessary. These Ascended are no longer part of our society. I'm not certain if they are even Nerubian. They are decidedly unfriendly. Indeed.
We're here to observe and learn about Ansurek. That's all.
We've observed enough. We will find Xalatath.
Yes, the Vizier asked the same of me and the other city districts. I'll admit that my reluctance to trust Anduin's new ally has waned slightly. No more than a little finger's length, but even that is more than I anticipated.
I will not fail again.
We will not allow Xalatath to triumph.
A vibrant people such as any other we've encountered together over the decades. They deserve that same peace and protection that we seek for our own. Let us vow that, when forced to fight, it will always be against the source of strife, never the victims of it.
Everyone deserves a chance.
That stage in the distance is where Ansurek will give her Ascendance Day speech. Wait. What stage? Which one? That one? Over there? You, Illyria, and I shall make our way up one of the nearby towers and observe. If we are here to turn her own citizens against her, then we must also gain as much first-hand experience with her tactics as we can manage. I've already told Illyria as much, but we cannot make our presence known. If we you do run into any trouble, the Vizier has arranged for a set of getaway flyers at the edge of the burrows where we first met. I'll be able to get a 551 neck piece out of this. Okay.
Inspire others to do better.
And this I promise to you all. With our renewed strength, our kingdom shall be reborn!
I can feel the Void's influence upon her. She's Zalatath's creature now.
How could you know that? Illyria, we need to go.
Maybe you're right. Wait. She's here.
What?
Zalatath.
No!
For Khadgar.
Get the Queen to safety!
Move, now!
Repel the intruders!
Nice job, Illyria. You played right into her
Vizier left
hands.
us flyers to escape with at the end of this path.
The entire city is closing in. We'll need to fight our way there.
Okay. Alright, that's not that bad.
Overcrawlers! He would assassinate our beloved Queen!
Illyria, what happened back there? This isn't you!
I had to take the shot. It was my chance to make up for Dalaran. For Khadgar.
It's too far away. I need a
I'll
target.
slay you myself! The Fang will arrive to your corpses!
Yeah, you guys do that. I'm just gonna, you know, skin these things. No, you guys are doing great. This is hilarious. They're killing that thing without me. Look at this. Anduin and Illyria are killing that thing without me. In fact, I'm not going to loot that mount. There we go. Okay. Now I probably need to kill this thing myself.
But I have...
Through the webs! We are not yet safe.
Through the webs, Illyria. I hate you right now.
I don't expect you to understand what I'm dealing with.
But I do. Let's try... Wait! Get back!
I skipped that dialogue. I'm sorry.
Slip through and take out the commander. We'll keep that swarm at bay for you.
So he said, but I do. I know all about blaming myself for things I couldn't possibly control. Slip through and take out the commander. Really?
No! My swarmlings! Come back!
Finally! Now I can get a clear shot.
Shield me! Protect me!
Whoops, wrong button, sorry.
Valeria, are you thinking of giving up? Giving in? I know what it's like. I can't fix things for you. But you know who you are. And I can listen if you need me.
Okay.
What is that?
Oh!
Taste the venom of my fangs, overcrawlers.
The Fangs of the Queen.
What now? Our flyers are dead! Jump! Have you lost your... Alright, fine, jumping it is.
I like how I was the first one to go off the edge there.
I've seen you, Windrunner. Always alone. Pushing everyone away to embrace the hunt. Just like the monster you pretend not to be. You're the only monster here. Am I? You've slain hundreds to find me. Was that really all for Khadgar? Or is it just your nature to destroy? Come, Valeria. Embrace who you truly are.
Valeria.
I know who I am. Run all you like. I'm coming for all of you.
So I should also mention, I watched the Chris Metzen interview. And I like that he very much indicated that we are not killing Xalatath at the end of this expansion. She is sticking around, probably even to the last Titan. I anticipated maybe we would take her out at the end of Midnight, but he seems to indicate that no. She's also going to be around for the last Titan. That was the vibe I picked up from Metzen. And honestly, I'm okay with that. I'm more than okay with us continuing to build up on and focus on Xalatath heading into the last Titan.
Soaked, but alive.
Oh, it's just a little water, Anduin. It's called taking a swim.
What have you learned?
Our journey down here has strained us all. Even still, the struggle has enlightened me to Anduin's character. The obstacles that he's overcome and the ones that he's still working through. I'm quite impressed by one so young.
She cannot hide from me.
We made it. Perhaps not as quietly as intended, but alive.
I do what I can.
There is much left to do.
And now we get rep with the Vizier. I went into the city prepared. Prepared to end this war, even if I was ended with it. But I'm alive, as are you, as is Anduin. We have new allies and a new way forward. I realize at this moment that my vision may have been obscured by my guilt. Part of me feels that those words are Anduin's, not mine. Perhaps he's rubbing off on me. Let us return to your Weaver's lair. I wish to see yours and Anduin's efforts to save these people, as well as our own, through.
Fine. I need a moment more. We'll catch up with you at the Weaver's lair.
I have many, many wares.
Now hold on a
Fortune
second.
to our friends.
Well, we've certainly kicked the spider's nest. Zalatath won't wait long before striking again.
Illyria, what happened back there?
She invited me into the darkness. Said I was already halfway there. And I'd be lying if I said that wasn't partly true. That by embracing the void to pursue her, I had to cast aside all I care for. You, Barisa, Turalyon, Arator, Khadgar.
Dalaran wasn't your fault.
Can you blame me for wishing I had prevented it? For wondering if the void could have alerted me to Zalatath?
No, I understand that feeling. More than you know.
For so long, I thought I had to choose between two paths. Stay with my loved ones, or walk alone in the void. Zalatath sought to force that choice upon me. But I see now that there is only one path forward. The void is a part of me, as is my love for my family. I can and must walk with both, no matter what Zalatath whispers in my ear.
It can be hard to find your footing in the darkness. Just remember, Illyria, we are always here to lend a hand.
All right. An alchemist? Ah, my apprentice, you return at last. Hello?
I need to get closer.
What? Get back here! You know what? Whatever. I give up. Alright. It's about 3:30 a.m. I think we're going to turn in this, and then we're going to call it a night, and I'll continue this tomorrow. Also, really quick. Now, I'll check later. Closer. Come closer.
At last, our threads entwine.
I need to inform you about what happened in the city.
Come. I anticipated your exodus from the city would be boisterous. But you enjoy exceeding expectations, don't you? Step into my parlor. Our threads will cross again.
How many times were my suspicions diverted from Executor Nizrek's true identity as the Vizier? Perhaps I've lost my step. Me, a master of spycraft. Ha! Far more likely it is that he is just simply much better than I give him credit for. find myself quite stirred by the knowledge that someone's gift for subterfuge may rival my own. We shall work together quite nicely.
You've brought two powerful Kahedi into our humble conspiracy and reunited with your companions. Impressive, my darling morsel. I shall reach out to the General and Vizier soon. As my primary agent in this delightful tangle of threads, I'll require your presence during this initial communique.
You see what I mean? Politics. She has just now basically dubbed me as her main, like, political representative when it comes to these, like, discussions and tactics and such amongst the others. And I think we also just got another representative here, now one on behalf of the Vizier. Yep, right here. Behold, Taluvan, assistant to the executor.
My memory spans 13 generations.
Oh, look at this. We have quests for the 2 dungeons here.
Until we tangle again.
Which I know, I realize I never got a quest for the dungeons in Hallowfall. I never got a quest for those. Plus 3 more. A lot of quests there. I may have to head back and see if there is actually a quest over there for one of the dungeons over there. You guys know that I like to make sure I have the quests, and I may have to head back over here and see if there's a quest for those, because we have quests for the dungeons here. The Vizier sends his regards, outsider. Take heart in knowing that your actions to aid him will serve the people of Azj-Kahet first and foremost. So why do you follow the Vizier? Executor Nizrek had every opportunity to throw his lot in with the new queen and her vile harbinger. A life of plenty, ease, and peace were laid before him like a feast. He rejected it all. He chose to work in the shadows, putting his status and his life at risk for the people. Because of this, I would follow the Vizier into the very darkest reaches of this world. I gotta commend that kind of, like, commitment to the people.
We remember all.
Ascension is no true evolution. It is defilement. It is doom. And Ansarak further etches that doom in stone with each passing day. If we bring down the transformatory, then we can potentially rid Azj-Kahet of these abominations for good. Izo, the Grand Splicer, is Ansarak's chosen overseer of the Ascension process. Cut that wretch's head from her body, and perhaps these mutations will cease.
May your destiny weave well.
You've seen it yourself, haven't you? The black blood, as we call it. We will not stand idle any longer. Not while Ansarak mutilates, drills, and exsanguinates our precious land for the last fetid dribbles of the old god's death rattle. Seek out the old city beneath us, Arakara, the city of echoes. You will receive a handsome bounty should you slay the crony in charge of the excavation. Her people call her Ki Katal, the Harvester.
We are always watching.
So, I'm curious. Okay, so Arakara is the leveling dungeon, and then the City of Threads is the max level dungeon. Gotcha. Just as the Priory of the Sacred Flame is actually the dungeon we were supposed to do first in Hallowfall, and then we would go do the Dawnbreaker. Gotcha. Just getting an idea of which order to do these, because to me, if you're going to say which one is either a leveling dungeon or a max level dungeon, that's kind of the order I should do them in. That's how I perceive it anyway. Also, we hit level 5 with the Severed Threads, which gets us recipes and a cloak.
Only the finest for you.
Yeah, I'm not getting a cosmetic. I am going to be saving up for that pheromone, that queen pheromone, so I can just kind of go through the scene and be like, yeah, I'm fine. What? Alright, I'm going to go ahead and cut it off here and kind of wrap things up and head to bed. And I will continue recording this tomorrow when hopefully the game will be a little bit more stable because it'll be a Tuesday, and that means maintenance and a reset. And, well, hopefully things will just be a little bit more stable and ready to go for tomorrow. Stay tuned. Oh, I just noticed! Flynn's right here!
What's your story?
Well, I mean, he's standing here without pain, so I guess he's okay. Good. Phew! Wipe the brow. I'm glad to see he's okay. I'm sure Matthias Shaw will be happy about that. Stay tuned.